Let's face it, cancer is scary. And our society is always on the lookout for ways to keep that particular nightmare from showing up on our doorstep. There's no doubt that eating a healthy diet is going to reduce your risk of some diseases. But let's spend a few minutes debunking 5 myths about how some foods can supposedly cause, prevent, or even augment cancer in human beings. A 1986 study by Japanese researchers discovered cancer in rats that have been fed heterocyclic amines, or HAs, compounds found in overcooked meat. Ever since, a myth has persisted that there is a link between red meat and cancer. In actuality, there has yet to be a study that's shown a correlation between the two. While red meat itself may be safe, you should, however, be careful of the burned or overcooked sections of burgers and steak, especially when it's cooked on a grill. Which leads us to our next cancer myth about food. Nutrition advice about grilling has been erratic when it comes to cancer risks. But research, like that 1986 Japanese study, has found that grilling meat creates chemicals that are linked to cancer in other animals. Red meat or chicken that's been grilled or pan-fried at high temperatures can increase your risk for cancer. The heat breaks down the amino acid creatinine into the aforementioned HAs. Meat fats dripping onto coals in a grill may also be creating additional chemicals in the smoke that subsequently permeate the meat. To avoid this risk, don't eat blackened or burnt meat and pre-cook meat so they can be finished on the grill quickly. Vegetables and fruits do not form these same HA chemicals when grilled. That doesn't, however, mean that these foods will prevent cancer. The marketing of everything from blueberries to broccoli has perpetuated the myth of so-called superfoods that prevent cancer. But there is no scientific basis for this claim. Some foods may be healthier than others, like our previous example of grilled vegetables over grilled meats. But beyond keeping a healthy, balanced diet, they don't affect your chances of developing cancer. While superfoods are unjustly connected to preventing cancer, foods high in acidity are falsely linked to causing cancer. The so-called logic behind this is that these foods cause your blood to become too acidic, which in turn increases your risk of cancer. Actually, blood is usually slightly alkaline. Your kidneys regulate these levels to a healthy range, so it can't be changed by any higher amount of acidic foods you eat. What is true is that the microenvironment around cancer cells does become acidic. This is caused by the different way that tumors create energy and use oxygen, not by your diet. If your kidneys or lungs were defective, they may not be able to keep your body's acidity levels in balance. This can cause a physical condition called acidosis that's usually the result of either a serious illness or poisoning. It can be life-threatening, but acidosis is not related to the development of cancer. Lastly, while not accused of causing cancer, there are myths that sugar feeds on cancer cells and should be eliminated from a patient's diet. This is a gross oversimplification, so let's break down how sugar is digested to assess its validity. Sugar refers to an entire range of molecules such as glucose and fructose. Sucrose, the white crystals we commonly think of as sugar, is a combination of those two. All sugars are carbohydrates, which include carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. When any carbohydrate is broken down in the digestive system, they release glucose and fructose, which are absorbed into the bloodstream and provide the energy we live on. So all cells use glucose for energy, including cancerous ones. Cancer cells grow at an incredibly fast rate compared to healthy cells, so they obviously consume glucose more rapidly as fuel for their transformation. There's even evidence that cancer cells use glucose and produce energy in a different way from healthy cells. But the body does not specifically feed sugars to cancerous cells. It breaks down all sugars into energy that feeds all of our cells, whether they're diseased or not. Less sugar can contribute to a healthy diet, but we can't blame sugar for feeding cancer. Now that you're aware of these 5 cancer and food-related myths, help spread the word by liking and sharing this video. We've got hundreds more of helpful articles on health, nutrition, science, and more at HowStuffWorks.com. You can follow more learning moments by finding us on social media channels like Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and more. And if the visual medium is more your thing, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more informative videos.